Hey everybody, it's Chris again, and today I have a new Covert in. It's not for me, but I do like to help my friends get these. It could be mine, but I'm not exactly made of money. Um, yeah, so this is the new one. It is a size medium. A lot of people would consider small, but Tom's a very practical guy, and you know, his idea of large probably is actually 4 inches, and you probably don't need more blade than that. So this one's pretty cool because it features I'd say mayonnaise chatter hole for the lanyard, whereas it's there, but it's not. I mean, the holes are never the same as say those guys there. I never understood what the holes were for. I don't question it. These both feature 6K steel, which is a high wear resistance steel, and it's also non-ferrous. Yeah, it's non-ferrous, so you got no irons in there. Apparently, the Covert was designed for sneaking one of these. Well, behind certain places you're not supposed to have knives. Well, they're not designed for that. The first one just was, and it's also just a great knife design. At first, I sort of questioned it because the scales were so thin. The shoulders, it wasn't a contoured handle, and the pivots weren't actually sunk into the knife. And I was like, it seems kind of lazy for Tom, right? But with Tom, he knows better than I do, so it's thin for concealment probably. All the clips are titanium as well, so they're also non-ferrous, and the blade's super thin compared to my other Mayos. I'm too lazy to pull the other ones out, but you guys know what I have. So the blade, it starts out really thin up here, relatively, compared to, say, you guys are your Striders and stuff. But it goes down to super razor thin here, and that's not even accounting for how thin the rest of the knife is. So it's a convex grind, meaning that, I mean, not convex, I'm sorry. It's a high hollow ground, so it goes all the way up the knife as much as possible. So where your edge is here, actually, it gets even thinner for a little bit before you start working your way up the knife. So the blade, while being relatively thin, could have more usable life than your full flat ground or your 3/4 grounds. Just because as you move up the blade, you're gonna have more shoulder behind it. So while it's tougher, name of the game is EDC cutting, which you do need that quality cut. When have you guys ever used a quote unquote hard use knife and you find yourself really just through that cardboard? I've never needed to use more than say like 2 fingers to, or 3, I guess if you count your thumb. Never really needed to use more than 2 fingers to cut through anything with this knife, and that's not exaggerating. It's very efficient at cutting. Not just Mayos in general, but that style of knife. So the Sabenza is a favorite of mine for a reason. Not really much else to say. They all carry pretty thinly. If you guys want, I'm sitting in my computer chair. So they carry thin, and they show a little bit, but just whatever, right? But this could be clipped inside a waistband. You're not going to have to worry about rust because it's basically just titanium on whatever stellite's made of. And I heard it's also titanium. Easy to open. Mayos are so tight that you actually, regardless of how smooth they are, and it's not a glassy feel because it's not polished on the inside. It's really tight and really smooth, but it's not gonna let you. You see me doing it on my other knives, but that's just because they're so used that I can get them out quick. These are new. They're pretty much as direct from Tom as it can be. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say about them other than Mayo, perfect, smooth, good quality steel, good quality materials. Tom stands behind his work. I feel bad sending knives for him just for reblasting. Sure, he's a busy guy, being one of the, in my opinion, world's best knife makers. But that's that. And if you guys have any questions about Mayos, custom knives in general, just hit me up, and I'll try to answer them the best of my ability. Thanks for subbing to me, guys. I really appreciate that people actually give a shit about me, and yeah.